So what you do is, if he asks you to split the bill, you laugh very hard in his face.
And the minute you start to be like, oh, Thomas, I can't believe that you would even suggest that I would be paying for part of it, he's going to be like, cool.
That was not a bad impression of her.
Thank you.
For real, what she sounded like.
I fucking do not like this person.
I finally get to see the hubby. How's it going, you legend? Obviously pretty decently. Until I show him this horror show that we're about to get into.
Let's check it out.
Let's get right into it. So with that, let's unhide the TikTok cam.
He asks you to split the bill.
Oh God, yeah.
So if you are a woman that is dating regularly, and if you are going on many dates, and you are a woman that likes to date up, not down, and you are a woman looking for a wealthy six-figure man,
specifically over 6 figures,
he is portraying that he has that, but you find yourself in a situation that he asked you to split the bill, he asked for a proportion of it. There are ways to escape that.
You portrayed well.
So like I said in my other videos, you can always ask for an Uber there, so he'll already know, because that sets the tone. I won't be paying for anything. Okay, so by asking for an Uber there and back, it already sets the tone, and that's a no. But sometimes you might meet him after work or something, and you know, I know that we're all humans and we live in the real world. So if you do find yourself in a situation and he said, can you pay a portion of the bill, or can you split the bill? Girl, I ain't splitting no bill with no man, number one. I'm not doing that, okay? I didn't sit there for 40 minutes, watch you stuff your face, listen to your dad jokes.
Sounds like she's been smoking Virginia Slims for 80 years. No bill.
So what you do is, if he asks you to split the bill, you laugh very hard in his face. You are so funny, Kevin. You want me to split the bill? That's the funniest joke I've heard all day. AKA, are you making a joke here? Because I ain't splitting nothing. Now, if he says, I'm deadly serious, I want you to pay half.
What do we do?
Or a portion. You say, you know what? I sat here for 40 minutes, listened to your dad jokes. I watched you stuff your face with those potatoes. And now you want me to pay for that? You want me to pay while you were in my company, while I turned up here and put makeup on to come see you. Okay? It doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense here, Kevin. What are you trying to pull here, Kevin? Are you trying to scam me, Kevin?
She is
now, girl, if
pissed
someone
at
starts
Kevin.
looking around in the restaurant, don't be scared. Make a scene in front of those people. If you have to make a scene, okay? Then you tell him, how dare you? How dare you ask me to split that bill? You are not hot enough even to go even a portion on that bill.
Isn't it funny how suddenly they're not hot as soon as they do something wrong?
Time out of her day.
Hot enough to go on the date, but
Potato Head. Okay?
Oh, now he has a potato
I'm going to
head.
the bathroom and I'll be back in 5 minutes. You don't go to the bathroom. You leave that restaurant. You say, cab, taxi, taxi. Or you go on your Uber app. You walk down the street and you get your Uber. You leave him with that bill. You block him immediately. You never text him again. How dare he?
But, like, to give you an idea of, like, what we're dealing with here, by the way, like, if you thought the comments were at all, like, if there was any reasonable people in the comments who were like, hey, maybe don't cause a scene at a restaurant, or, like, that actually speaks more to your character than it does to him, or, like, hey, maybe if, you know, he's portraying such wealth, he might actually have the ability to fucking blacklist you from these restaurants that you're causing a scene
That's such a great point right here. Aren't you paying for the Uber? Like, you're already paying the money that you were going to have to split regardless, dude. Because if...
But, I don't know. I mean, like, is that on him at that point? If he already bought the Uber, but was not expecting to pay for the meal. Is that a user error? Is that... Like, they're just coming up with more ideas. You call the waitress over and you say, this man cannot afford the bill. Do you have any financing options available for him? Which, like, okay, who here has worked in the service industry? Okay, like, I know that there are a lot of, like, servers who stan the idea of men paying. Like, I have seen this. Like, I've seen women on this app be like, oh, when I'm serving a couple, I just hand the bill right to the man. I put it right in front of him. I agree. The person who asks out the other party should pay. I completely agree with that, actually. For sure. Okay. Let me read some of these. Yeah, I love this one. One time a guy asked me if I wanted to split the bill, and I just said no, so he paid. Well, I mean, yeah. Like, what else is he gonna do? If he insisted, I would literally get up and walk straight out the door. How embarrassing is it to have someone walk out on you? It's been a while, but I always had that discussion before ordering. Yeah, that makes sense. But I don't know. I guess I never have. I don't think I've ever discussed it. Ever. I don't think for a single date in my life, I don't think that we've ever been like, okay, so before we get there, like, we're gonna split it, right? I honestly don't think I've ever had that conversation.
No, I just go in, like I said, I just go in expecting, and then it was always like a pleasant surprise if my date was like, well, let's split it. But I was never pushy about it on either side of you have to pay half or...
Now here's a good question. So I was just talking about this, but I feel like when a guy asks a girl if she is willing to split the bill, or like if she can split the bill, I think most of the time it's either one, because he's realized that he's not interested after all, or two, he's grown suspicious that she is using him and it's a test. It's a test of her character. It's not actually that he can't afford it or he needs the financial assistance. It's more, are you the type of character to where if I really did need you or if I really did need help, you wouldn't be so stuck in gender roles that you'd be able to help me out, even though I'm a man, you know?
I agree, but yeah, it's, I could see.
I want to know, do guys think it's an insult? Because obviously girls think it's an insult when guys ask to split. But do guys see it as an insult? What do you... Oh, you're tapping on the bottle. I was like, what is that? But, like, do guys see it as an insult when girls ask to split the bill? Like, do you guys see it as, like, oh, she's not into me? I'm curious. Oh, I'm paying and insulted. No, insult taken. I'm paying harder now. Oh, I'm gonna spite pay now. That's so interesting. Here's another interesting thing to me too, though, is like, I'm a big believer that one of the few areas in life that you are allowed to be as discriminate as you want to be is in dating. So like, if you realistically want to have this standard of, yeah, I have to date a man who makes over 6 figures, then like, you are perfectly entitled to that standard. Dude, you're allowed to. No one's saying you're not allowed to have that standard at all. However, I think that it intrinsically comes with the question of, and I know people are going to hate to hear this, I think it intrinsically comes with the question of, but then what do you bring to the table?
But the thing is, if you actually find a quality man who has like come into that kind of money by their own hard work and fortune, they're gonna recognize that juvenile horseshit from a mile away. And the minute you start to be like, oh, Thomas, I can't believe that you would even suggest that I would be paying for part of it, he's going to be like, cool.
That was not a bad impression of her.
Thank you.
For real, what she sounded like.
I fucking do not like this person. They're going to be like, you're garbage. I can't believe I wasted my time on you. And it's like, they're going to see through this juvenile stuff. You'll notice that she's like, those people who are out there always dating. You want to know why you're always dating for men in this bracket? Because the minute you start to act the fool like this, any man of quality is like, you're gone. And then any garbage person that you find within that tax bracket, you're like, oh my god, he's such garbage. So it's like, you can't find the quality person because, what was it? It was, she's trying to attract some high quality people and being like, look at me, I'm this beautiful object to be beholden, but you're actually like this little trinket from Five Below. It's like, you're not some diamond jeweler, high quality piece of jewelry. She's a Five Below trinket. I'm saying, dude, it's like, and they're gonna see that people of quality. people of quality, no matter what your tax bracket, are going to see that kind of behavior and go, wow, nope. Like, that ain't it. Good luck. And it's like they're either going to find somebody that is... There's dollar store things at the...
You know what's so
Five Below.
crazy to me, too, is there's a lot of female dating coaches out there who are specifically trying to lead women in dating, teaching them this is how you get the high-quality men. This is how you find and date rich men. And there's a ton of women like that, and yet... They're all, in my opinion, they're giving really bad advice, okay? And now keep in mind, like, I might not know what I'm talking about because I've never been a fucking gold digger professionally or otherwise. Like, I have never gone out of my way to find and date rich men. But the advice that they're giving... You married
an artist.
The advice that they're giving, it seems like the worst way to possibly bag a rich man, because what are they doing? They're coming right out of the gate with demands, entitlement, sticking their hand in his pocket, and I've never been a wealthy man. I have been a very comfortable woman. I've never been a wealthy man. But I have to imagine that if I was actually a single eligible man making over 6 figures, that would be the first fucking thing I watch out for while dating. Is this person trying to use me for my money? What are the signs that they're trying to establish that this is their expectation? Oh, right off the jump, they are demanding an Uber to the restaurant. How in the world has she not gotten like a brain cell of cognizance, an iota of self-awareness to realize like maybe this is why I can't keep a wealthy man, is because I cannot go anywhere without fucking telling on myself right away.
Well, people with this kind of personality, they don't see themselves as the problem.
I mean, I can't see a poor man accepting the make a scene in a quality restaurant and condescending to her demands attitude. Like, not even a 20K a year dude is probably going to put up with that.